quadratic equation and equations, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you see the board? First of all, please tell me whether you are able to see the board or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Bhaskar sir. Okay. So I'm the ex-faculty of Sai Vikas. Okay, let's start our things that is called. So what I'm going to see, what I'm going to discuss. Let's see these things first. So I'm going to discuss basically the coordinate geometry, and which is very, very, very important. One sec. Yes, please tell me. এইটো কথা মই ডিসকাস কৰি আছো মই হেতু কথা তোমাক কলোৱে ন এতিয়া মই ক্লাছত আছো actually. So I am going to discuss the geometry, that 2D part. Can you see, my dear? Yes, my dear.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And I am going to discuss the vectors. Then I am going to discuss 3D geometry. And in 3D geometry, basically, we're going to have straight line in 3D, and then we will going to have planes in 3D. Okay. After completing this one, we come to the calculus part. But I believe these things are very, very, very important. Okay, clear, my dears.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let's start.
Yes, sir.
So please write it down. Vector. I'm going to discuss the vector and 3D together. Vector and 3D I'm going to discuss together. Okay, it is not like that I will complete vectors first, then I'm going to come for 3D. No, I'm going to discuss vector and 3D together. So please have a look. What do you mean by vector? What is the meaning of vector? Can you able to tell me what is the meaning of vector? Yes? Anyone wants to try? Even in like English or Assamese? Question? Just tell me.
Sir,
do you mean by
graphical
vector?
representation of a physical quantity.
Graphical representations of physical quantity which have magnitude as well
direction.
as directions. Very good. So this is the first things we need to understand, and this is say we are taking one directed line segment, that is AB. Okay, directed line segment AB. This is initial point, this is terminal point. Okay, so what else the most important thing is vector is that the first one is called the length or magnitude. So what does that mean actually? So length and magnitude, what is the mean actually? The mean is that this one is like that. Clear or not? This is when I write like magnitude of AB, that means we are going to have this magnitude. Clear,
Yes,
my
sir.
dear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then the
Yes,
called the
sir.
support. Okay, then the next thing is called support. So what do you mean by support? Support is means that you can extend this particular vector along with the support. Support is this one. Understand? So this AB magnitude, we can extend it along with their support. Okay, so these are called the support. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Support. Do you understand, my dear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes,
And the
sir.
last thing that is very important, that is called sense. So what do you mean by sense actually? So when I say AB vector, that means your sense is from A to B. So it is called AB vector. That means your sense is from A to B. When I say BA vector, that means your sense is from B to A. Is it understandable to you or not? Clear or not? Clear, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in the very then after these things, what we're going to understand is that this is the support, and the third things we are going to understand is that the strength as well as the length and magnitude. Okay, clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Please write it down. Please, now these are the basics actually. Done with writing, my dears?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Be free.
Yes,
Be
sir.
free. That is very important. That you have to be free with me. Okay. In the first class, it's a bit difficult, but okay. You please keep trying on yourself. And that is very, very, very easy. Only thing is required is that your self-confidence. Okay. Okay. That is very, very, very much required. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Chalo. Can I rub these things? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good, very good. So now the thing is that when I'm going to have a free vector means what I'm going to write it down is that free vector. What I'm going to write it down is this, but you should understand is what is mean the free vector. This is the vector A vector, okay, and this is our space, okay. This is our space. This board is our space. So if I translate this particular vector anywhere in this particular space without changing its directions and magnitude, say I'm writing over here, and these are basically called a free vector. Is it understandable to you or not? Clear? Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can write it down free vectors like this. Like if a vector, this is the vector, and this vector we can translate anywhere in this particular space without changing it direction and magnitude, then these are called this one and this one are the free vectors. Okay, clear? Clear? You should know these things. Okay. If you don't want to write also, then also no problem. Nobody will ask you what is free vector, but you should know these things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And whenever your initial point, this initial point is fixed, and we can translate this vector anywhere, and it is called localized vector. Localized vector. So when the initial point is fixed, when initial point is fixed, initial point is fixed, and we can translate these things like this initial point is fixed, then we can translate over here by without changing its magnitude, then it is called the localized vectors. Clear? Clear? Clear, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. So now these are the basics of vectors. Then we will going to have that is that equality of two vectors. When we can say that two vectors are equal. So please write it down, equality of two vectors. So equality of two vectors. So please write it down. Two vectors are said to be equal. Two vectors are said to be equal if they have number one, same length, number one, same length, Number two, the same or parallel support. The same or parallel support. And number three, they have same sense. Same sense. Then we can say that two vectors are equal vectors. Like, see, if I consider this vector A vector, and if I consider this vector B vector, now you can see that here, what are the most important things are need to have when we can say these two vectors are equal vectors, is that here, first of all, the length should be same, right? Right? Understand, my dear? The length should be same. That means this measurement and this measurement should be same. And the next one is that the same or parallel support. So here you can see that these supports are parallel, even though it is not same, but they are parallel. Clear? Not clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, my dear.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And the third one is that the sense. So you can see that it is goes from A to B. And here also it is goes from C to D. So the sense is having the same direction. Sense means you understood, no? C to D, A to B. This is called the sense. Then only we can say that these two vectors are equal vector. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Once you're done with writing, please do inform me. Please do let me know that once you're done with writing. Completed, right? Very good, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Now, listen carefully. What is the meaning of component of vector? Component of vector. So this basically the component of vector is basically denoted by point over in the say two dimension, or it is we are considering in the 3 dimensions. So like see. So if I consider this particular point or this particular point, that is x1 comma y1, but we are considering this p over in x-axis and y-axis, then how we can say that what is the component of vector, that is OP vector? This is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap. Okay, this I cap and j cap are the unit vectors along x-axis and y-axis. Clear? This I cap and j cap are the unit vectors along x-axis and y-axis. Similarly, here, if this particular point is represented over in the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, so obviously it's have the coordinates like z1 also. So here, what is OP vector? So here, OP vector is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. Is it understandable to you or not? Here,
Yes,
I
sir.
cap, j cap, k cap are unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Clear, my dear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now this is called a component of vector. Whenever this is basically the Cartesian point, and we have to convert it into the vector component, and which is we can write like this. Okay, so OP vector is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap. Then the next condition is that wait, what is the magnitude? The next condition is that what is the magnitude? So magnitude is that OP vector that is equal to of x plus y1 square. Is it understandable? So here also the magnitude of OP vector, that is nothing but of x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. Is it understandable to you or not, my dears? Yes, my dears?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Please write it down. Please write it down.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Then we will going to come to algebra of vectors. Can I come? Yes, obviously. So that means before coming to algebra of vectors, let me give you one simple examples of the equality of vectors. Say if somebody will say like a vector that is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap. Okay, and they have given you b vector that is equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap. And if they are saying that a vector and b vector are equal vector, see, and if a vector and b vector are equal vector, that means what is that meaning is that a vector that is equal to b vector. That means a vector is equal to x1 I cap. This is the very basics actually. Y1 j cap that is equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap. And here, if they are equal, then their corresponding values are also equal. That means from here we are going to get x1 is equal to 3 and y1 is equal to 4. And it is also easily understandable, right? Right, my dear students? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is basically called the equal vectors also. So you can take one questions from equal vector. Okay. We understood this one, no need to write these things. Only you need to understand that this is basically how we will going to write down equal vectors and how we will going to implement it. This is the meaning of this one. Clear, everyone? Clear? Very systematic.
sir.
One by one. Okay, now let's see. Okay, I'll give you a equal vectors. Write it down. If a vector is equal to twice I cap plus mu j cap minus 7k cap, and b vector is equal to say lambda I cap plus 3j cap minus 7k cap are two equal vectors. Then find the value. Of lambda square plus mu square. Do you understand the question? Obviously, it is very, very, very easy.
Seven, sir.
Yes, is it easy?
So 7.
That the value of this one would be 7. Everybody got this answer that these are values we will going to get as 7. Understand? Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very easy. So as simple as that. Now listen to the next one, which is called the algebra of vectors. Okay. Let's take it out. The algebra of vectors. Algebra of vectors. So now listen carefully. First, we will going to come for the addition theorem, addition of vectors, or we can say like addition theorem. So what is the mean is that? What is this mean actually? So first of all, we will going to encounter that is the first thing that is called triangular law. Triangular law of additions. So what is the meaning actually? Triangular law of additions. Please have a look, everybody. So like see, this is the triangles we have considered, and we are considering the directions like this one. Okay, let's listen carefully. We are considering the directions like this one. So here you can able to see that AB, BC, and CA having the same directions. That means their summations resultants will become 0. So AB plus BC plus CA, that is equal to 0. Is it understandable to you or not? Clear or not? Clear? If they are having the same directions, then AB plus BC plus CA, that is equal to 0. Now, if this one is like this means what I am going to understand is that, so here for the red one, I can say one thing, that is or red one, please try to understand. Here, what will be happening actually? AB vector and BC vector having the same direction, but that will be different with AC. And AC will comes this side. AC will comes this side. Yes or no? So that means the resultant will becomes AC vector. Clear? Clear or not, everybody? Yes. Everyone, is it understandable?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, my dear, please tell me whether it is clear or not perfectly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, AB vector and BC vector and CA vector having the same directions. That's why AB plus BC plus CA, that is equal to 0. And if I consider that AC vector, that means AC vector is comes under this directions. That means AB vector plus BC vector is equal to the AC vector. Clear? So both way we have seen.
Done, sir.
Done, my dears? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Now let's see the next thing that is called the parallelogram law, and after that we are going to see the polygon law. So number B is, say number A is triangular law, number B is parallelogram law. So let me discuss the parallelogram law now. Okay. So because of the lack of space, I will discuss over here, so I can rub these things, I think. So now listen carefully. So that B is parallelogram law. What is the mean is that if I consider the vectors along the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, that is ABCD, so if I'll consider like ABCD is a vector, sorry, if it's a parallelogram, and we are considering that this direction is A vector and this is B vector, that means obviously if I consider the sense over this side, then it will become A vector. If I consider the sense over this side, then it will become minus A vector. Is it understandable by everybody? Yes or no? Clear or not? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
If I
sir.
consider these directions over this side, because this direction and this direction are same, and this is B vector. If I consider the opposite directions, but having the same magnitude, because we know this is a parallelogram, this magnitude and this magnitude are same, so this will becomes minus B vector. Clear? Clear? So our parallelogram law is that, so if I consider one diagonal, that is this one. Now see, listen carefully. If I consider the diagonal directions like this side, that means this is I am considering with R vector, then what will going to be happen is that A vector plus B vector plus R vector, that is equal to 0. Right or wrong? This plus this that is equal to 0. Clear? 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 Yes. But if I consider the directions over this side, that means R vector, if I consider this way, that means what we can say that A vector plus B vector, A vector plus B vector, that will come the resultant R vector. Is it understandable to everybody? Yes,
Yes.
or no? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Please write it down. Since you are like already passed through class 11 and 12, that's why I'm not writing it these things as a using the sentence. Only thing you have to understand is that how this is basically works. Okay, nobody will ask you the questions from this way, but you should know the things. Okay, that's why we are directly saying these things. Okay, we are not writing that A vector is the adjacent. We are plotting A vector and B vector along with the adjacent sides of AB and BC. This writings is not needed. Okay, for the droppers batch, it is not needed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Go straight and go fast. Go straight and fast. Once you're done, then please inform me that you have done with this.
Sir, done.
Done, sir.
Done. Very good. Very good. And the most important thing is that, as I told you, the confidence. Please build up your confidence and please try to love these subjects. But I believe if you like the teacher and if you like the methodologies, then only you can love the subjects. I believe that things. That's why I will not say that you have to love this subject. Obviously, if I give you the pure quality, then obviously you will going to love it. Okay, clear? That much I believe. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Clear, my dear? Yes,
Yes, sir.
let's come for the point number C, that is called polygon. Even though in today's class I am going to discuss only the basic things like what is the vector actually. So what is polygon law? So in the polygon law, let's draw one polygon. Okay, this one, anything like you can use anywhere. Say this is dot, or I can close this particular polygon also. Okay, so let me show you the answers basically. Say here, here, listen carefully. So if I consider that A vector over here, this is A vector, this is B vector, this is C vector, this is D vector, and this is E vector. Okay, let us consider like this. And we are considering that E vector over here, E vector, F vector, Z vector, and H vector. So you can able to see that the black ink vectors are having the same direction. Okay, okay, the black ink vectors are having the same directions. Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So they are
sir.
category, and red ink they are having the same directions. So they are also belonging from the same category. So it is like that. If I use the polygon law, who are having the same categories like that A vector, B vector plus C vector plus D vector plus E vector, and that will equal to E vector plus F vector plus Z vector plus H vector, because they are also from the same categories, right? Understand? So we can write it down. This is the resultant of this one. Clear? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Clear? So now, along with this concept, let me tell you one more thing. See, in this particular polygon, if everything is having the same direction, only one is the different direction. That single one will be the resultant for the all of one. Is it understandable? Clear? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Once you're done with writing and whatever the sentence is required along with this particular statement or along with this particular concepts, you can write it down this one also. Clear? Clear there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, is the writing is over? Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one thing you should know that
Yes.
basically they are analytic also. They are basically the additive identity also. They are basically the associative identity also, or they are basically the additive inverse also. So what is the meaning of this one is that What do you mean by commutative? Is that the addition vectors are commutative. So what is the meaning is that a vector. So if I'll write like the addition vectors are commutative. That means a vector plus b vector that is equal to b vector plus a vector. Why it is so? Because they are commutative. Is it understandable to you or not? Clear? Clear, my dear?
Yes, sir.
And the next thing is that they are associative also. That means if I write like a vector plus b vector plus c vector, that is the same meaning. That is a vector plus b vector plus c vector. Why it is so? Because they are associative. Or we can say that associativity. Associative. Okay, anyway, is it understandable? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So what
Yes,
is the
sir.
additive identity is that this is a vector plus zero vector that is equal to, we can say like a vector, and this is equal to zero vector plus a vector. That is also having the same meaning. That's why this is called the additive identity. Additive identity. So what do you mean by additive inverse is that if I'll write like a vector plus minus of a vector that is equal to 0, that is equal to minus of a vector plus a vector. Obviously these are the common sense, okay? And this is basically the additive inverse. Additive inverse. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, can you able to write it down a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please write it down. Can you rub these things? Obviously.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So the simply one thing is that say please write it down. ABCD is a parallelogram. Please write it down. ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram whose diagonals meet at capital P after full stop. If O is a fixed point, comma, then find OA vector plus OB vector plus OC vector plus OD vector. Can you able to find it out?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, diagonals meet at point P and O is a fixed point, so I cannot, sir, draw it.
You can say like this. O point can be anywhere. It is maybe inside or maybe outside. This is P. Understood, right? This is understandable.
Yes,
So like
sir.
this A, B, C, D. Now O you can consider over here also, anywhere. Anywhere. You can consider O points anywhere under this particular
Okay, sir.
plane. Please think and find it out as a homework. Okay, please think and find it out as a homework. Take your time, analyze the answers nicely, and you'll definitely going to find it out. And you can send it the answers to me at my number, that is 9. Don't call me, okay? Don't call me. Just send your solutions to over here, or like send your this one only the homework and assignment, whatever I'm going to give you. Okay, but don't call. Okay, okay, dear.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's take one more questions as a homework. You can do both of the questions as a homework for the first class. Okay, I'm going to give another things, and then I'm going to give the assignments also. That is very crucial. So please write it down. A, B, P, Q, R. A, comma, B, comma, P, comma, Q, comma, R are 5 points in a plane. Are 5 points in a plane, or you can write in any plane, because this can be any plane. Okay, if forces, this is the word that will be confusing you. No, but don't worry. This is forces means this is just basically that they are saying the directions. If forces AP vector, I'll going to give you the AQ vector, comma AR vector, act on point capital A, and hence I'll say I'll give you another one, and force PV vector, comma QV vector, comma RV vector act on point B, then find the resultant, then find the resultant. So how do I going to find it out? For this one, let me give you the diagram first of all. You can assign it from the diagram. That is basically, if I say like this is AV, and this AV direction is this side, okay, and here it is P vector, so this is P, AP, AQ, this is acting over this side. That means, okay, I am going to give you the directions like this, AQ, and they are saying AR. Okay, very fine. I'll consider the R point over here, so that means the direction over this side acting on the point A. Okay, and force PB. Okay, very good. PB means it will come under the direction. PB, QB, and RB. Act on point B. Okay, very good. Okay, now you have to find it out the resultant. Do you understand? What they have asked you is that the addition of this one plus the addition of this one. What will be the resultant? Clear?
Yes, sir.
You can find it out like by looking at the diagrams only, like this. Okay, is it very
Yes, sir.
easy? Can you tell me the answer of this one without doing any single steps? Can you tell me the answer without doing a single steps? What is the resultant? That means if I ask you that AP vector plus AQ vector plus AR vector plus, if I say like PV vector plus QV vector plus QR vector, RV vector, can anyone able to tell me what is the resultant?
AB vector.
Only AB vector?
Sir, 2 AB vector.
Only 2 AB vector? See, if I add, listen carefully, if I add this one plus this one, I'm going to get 1 AB vector. Yes or no? Yes or
Sir,
no?
3 AB vector.
3 AB.
Idea, that is answer will be 3 AB vector. Is it understandable to you or not? Everybody, is it understandable to you or not? Please tell me.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If I add this one and this one, then I'm going to get one more AB vector. And if I add this one and this one, then I'm going to get one more AB vector. So here we have got one AB vector. Here you have got two AB vector. Here we have got three AB vector. So your answer would be 3 AB vector. Is it understandable to everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. Now, please write it down. Please write it down so that we can move.
Done, sir.
Done, my dears?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Now listen carefully. We will going to move to the next one, which is called the collinear vector. So we will move to the collinear vector. Please, clear your concepts, because the writing is not important. The important thing is that the concepts. So when we can say that two vectors are collinear, when we can say that two vectors are collinear, like listen carefully. So this is A vector, this is B vector, and let us assume this is C vector. Listen carefully. They are said to be collinear vector if their supports are parallel. Clear or not? Clear or not? Clear?
Yes,
If
sir.
supports are parallel, then they are called as a collinear vector. Clear? Clear or not? Please tell me. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, along with this one, say here, always remember that if there, I can say you that definition is directly, very straightforward. If there, say supports, only thing is required is the concept, supports are parallel. Now, you can see one thing is that here, A vector and V vector having the same direction. Yes or no? A vector and B vector. Now you understood. So I'll rub this particular supports because you have understood that this part. Now you can see that A vector and B vector having the same directions, right or wrong? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Then it is called the like vectors. Then it is called the like vectors. Like vectors means what? They are having the same sense. Is it understandable to you or not? And you have to understand that the like vector is always the collinear vector or parallel vector. Clear? Clear or not? Yes? Yes? Because the
Yes,
like
sir.
collinear vector, collinear or parallel vector, what is the meaning is that if their supports are two or more vectors are said to be collinear vectors or parallel vectors if their supports are parallel. This is the concept. Do you understand that or not? Yes? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Among this one, whoever having the same direction, these are called the like vectors. And whoever having the different direction, so you can able to see over here is that A and B, A and C and B and C, they are having the different directions. So in that moment, what I can say is that they are called the unlike vectors. Clear? But you should know one thing that like vector, whenever you are come to the like vectors or unlike vectors, you should understand that they are the part of collinear vectors or parallel vectors. Don't forget that it is a part of collinear or parallel vectors. Do you understand that? Yes? Yes, my dear. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Please write it down. Then I will going to give you the mathematical analysis of this particular answers. Done with writing? Done with writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Now listen carefully, my dear ones, that say, can I rub these things that like, unlike, okay, be with that, be with that. So if I say that A vector and B vector, they are parallel. That means if I say like this, say A vector, it is parallel to B vector, then how we can equate it? So the equations, you can make it out like A vector is equal to lambda B vector. Here, what is the meaning of lambda? Lambda is a scalar. It is a scalar. So what do you mean by scalar? Scalar is basically nothing but a constant. You understand that? Do you understand that? So if I write like this, say for example, if I say, that, okay, sir, if I'll write A vector is equal to 5 times of B vector, what does that mean? That meaning is that A vector and B vector, they are parallel vector. Do you understand that? Yes?
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now here also, if you see, if you equate it, that B vector is parallel to C vector, then we can write like B vector is equal to the mu C vector, where mu is what? A scalar or constant. Now, here, one thing you should be very clear is that how do I get to know, sir, whether it is a like vector or unlike vector? By using mathematical quantities, by using mathematical analysis. So at that moment, I should say you one thing, that if you write like this, for example, if you write like this, the V vector is equal to minus 3C vector. That means you have understood one thing, that minus 3 is a constant. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means B vector and C vector, they are parallel. But listen carefully. What is the meaning which is happening over here and here is that here you can able to see that the constant term is positive. Whenever the constant term is positive, that means it is understandable that it is basically a like vectors. And when the constant term is negative, then you should understand that they are parallel, no doubt with this one. But they are unlike vector. Is it understandable to you or not? Please tell me. Clear? Clear, my dear
Yes, sir.
ones?
Yes, sir.
Everyone having the few answers over here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. From girls' side, is it okay, my dears?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Please write it down. All of the answers needs to be perfectly equal. Okay? And should be quite easily understandable. Done? Done with writing? No problem. We can write it down your language. Whatever is required over here, you can put it over there. Right? For your own understandability. For your own understandability, you can plot these things.
Done, sir.
Done. Very good. Very good. Now listen carefully. This is basically the vector representations. Now, how I can represent if I give you basically vectors in a component form? At that moment, how do I going to represent is that? Now listen carefully. So here you can able to see the diagram. So I can rub these whole things, right? Everyone, please allow me to rub.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good. Now listen carefully. So if I consider, so I'll not come to this one. So I'll come to this only these two things. So here in the diagrams, we can able to see that A vector and B vector are parallel. Let's think like that. A vector is given like this one. X1 I cap plus Y1 Z cap. Or I'll take it out these things only. Or you can take like 3D also. And V vector that is equal to 3I cap plus 4Z cap and 5K cap. Then if they are saying that A vector is parallel to B vector, then what we can analyze from here is that we can write that X1 by 3 that is equal to Y1 by 4 that is equal to Z1 by 5. You understand that? Yes or no? That
Yes.
means they are parallel. Then their corresponding ratios are proportionate. Their corresponding ratios are proportionate. Is it understandable to you or not? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good.
Done, sir.
Done. Very good. Very good. Is it perfectly understandable, my dears? Yes. Yes. Now listen. Along with this one, let me solve. Let me ask you to solve one question. But before that, let me discuss that position vector. So let me discuss the position vector. Okay. Can I rub these things? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now listen carefully. What do you mean by position vector? So say if I consider this is AB, listen carefully. And if I give this particular point A having position vector A vector, and this is point B having position vector B vector. So what does it mean actually when somebody will say that this capital A point position vector is A vector and capital B that position vector is B vector? What does it mean? You should understand one thing, that whenever they are saying like this is the position vector is A vector, you should understand that from origin to this one, this is A vector. Do you understand that? Yes. Yes. This is invisible. This is invisible, but you have to understand by yourself that whenever the position vector of one point is given, that means you should understand that it is from the origin. That direction is from the origin. Is it clear to you or not? My dear students, please tell me. Yes. Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's given like this is B vector, so you should understand that. Oh, sir, this is B vector. Clear, clear, clear. Now,
Yes, sir.
whenever we are going to write like AB vector, that is nothing but a B minus A. But a few members knows that how do I get to know these things? How do I going to know these things? That listen carefully. Listen carefully. Now use your things. Like this is becomes a wavy triangle, right or wrong? Yes or no? This is becomes a wavy triangle. Yes or no? Yes.
sir.
So now you can see that if I write like this, A vector plus, if I make it out the sense AV, that means your directions over this side. So A vector plus AV vector having the same directions, right? But B vector is a different direction. That means resultant is B vector. Clear? Clear by triangular addition. Is it clear or not? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That AV vector that is equal to B vector minus A vector. So it is very much easily understandable that whenever the position vector is needed to find it out, that means AV vector is that position vector of second one minus position vector of first one. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good, very nice, very nice. The same things we can you can find it out whenever it is given like BA vector. BA vector, what should be the answer? Please tell me what should be the answer in this case. Tell
A
me.
minus B.
A minus B.
A minus B. So can you able to prove it? A minus B. Okay. Okay, sir. Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Now we can able to see that whenever we are saying the sense B vector, at that moment, what is your direction? B vector and B vector having the same directions. But A vector is a resultant directions. Is it understandable to you or not? Yes or no? Clear or not, my dear? Mathematics is very beautiful. Very beautiful, I'm telling you. Yes or no? Clear or not? So here the
Yes.
B vector, that is nothing but of A vector minus B vector. Clear? So see,
Yes, sir.
they are finding vectors and 3D very, very, very difficult. If you understand those things very easily, that means other topics too, you're going to understand like this. Clear or not? Clear, my dear? Yes, perfectly clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So please write down this one. So this is basically the methodologies how I'm going to find it out the answer. Okay, these are the basically the methodologies.
Done, sir.
Done. So now let me derive the position vectors in terms of the components also. How we can derive is that. So if somebody will gives you the position vector like this, see A vector, that is x1 I cap plus y1 j cap, and B vector that is equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap. Please try to understand. And if somebody will ask you what is the position vector, these are the A and B are the points of capital A and capital B. The question is like this. Let's try to understand the question. A vector having the position vector A vector, which is equal to this one. B having the B points having the position vector B vector, and the point is this one. Okay, then what is EV vector? So obviously you will understand that this is nothing but a B minus A. So B minus A means 3 I cap plus 4 J cap minus x1 I cap plus y1 j cap. Clear? Very easy. So I can write like 3 minus x1 I cap plus 4 minus y1 j cap. Clear, my dear ones? Clear, my dear ones? Please tell me. This is very basics. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You need to write these things also. Yes, it is quite easily understandable. But if you want to write it, then you can write it these things also. No problem with this one. But let me come for the question. Let me come for a question. Okay. Let me give you the question, which is basically consists of this concepts also. The concept of the concept of the collinear concepts also. Let me find it out. Okay. Let me check. Let me check. Can I give you? Can I give you the question? You are still waiting, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Please write it down. I can rub these things, right? Yes. So write it down. Keep writing down these things. If A vector is, if capital A, I'm writing like if capital A, that is equivalence to, if capital A, that is equivalence to twice I cap plus 3 J cap, comma, capital B, that is equivalence to P I cap plus 9 J cap. Okay. And capital C, that is equal to I cap minus J cap are collinear. Then find the value of P, small p, this small p. This is the first question. And the second question is that, please write it down, the second questions as well. Find the value of lambda. Find the value of lambda when A vector that is equal to twice I cap minus 3 J cap plus K cap. Don't worry, my dear. Don't worry, my dear. Please focus. 8 I cap plus lambda J cap plus 4 K cap are parallel. Understand? Do you understand the question? First of all, please write it down. My dear students, do you understand the question? First of all, please tell me. Do you understand the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This ABC are collinear. That means you have understood that this is the point. If I consider that this particular point is A, B, and C, they are collinear. That means you can figure it out. What I am trying to say. Collinear or parallel. So let me give you the hint here. The hint is that, do you need any hint over here or not needed? Tell me. So see, if they are collinear, that means what? AB vector is parallel to AC vector. That means EV vector that is equal to lambda times AC vector. Clear or not? Or if I make it out in a component, that means they are They are proportional. If I write like this, then it will not be effective because we have to find out the value of P. Rather, you have to use the proportionate concepts. Directly from here, you have to use the proportionate concept. Everybody is understandable. That means we are saying that x1 by, do you understand? When I say that proportionate concepts, do you understand that or not? Yes, my dears?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Figure it out the answer. Please try to figure it out the answer.
So P equals to -1.
P equals to -1. Is anybody got these answers again? P equals to -1. But actually, unfortunately, the P value that is equal to 7/2. 7/2, my dear. Say what we have missed explaining most probably. Here we are writing AB. AB means what? B minus A. AC means what? C minus A. Have you make it out this proportion thing?
Sir, I did A minus B.
That is the thing. That's why we are taught that position vector before coming to these things. Yes, now you understood, my dear.
Yes, sir.
All are related. Where matrix is quite related things. Okay, you have to understand how the things are coming basically. Then only you can be able to find it out the answer. Anyone got the answer of the first one? Please tell me whether it is yes or no.
Yes, sir. Got my answer is 7/2.
You have made mistake somewhere? From girl
No,
side, you
sir.
have answer? From girl side, you have got the answer?
No, sir.
No. Do I need to solve it? Do I need to solve it? Please tell me. Okay,
Yes,
let
sir.
me solve it. Let me solve it. Okay, now listen carefully. As I told you, this particular hint, and this hint is enough to find out the answer. That is, how do I find it out? That say whenever they are saying that AV vector is parallel to AC vector, that means their corresponding components are proportionate. So AV vector, how do I find it out? AV vector is that B minus A means P minus 2 into I cap plus 9 minus 3, that is 6. 9 minus 3 means 6 J cap. Do you understand? How do I find it out AV vector? Yes or no? Please tell me yes or no. Please tell
Yes,
me
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine, very fine, very fine. Now here, whenever we are going to find it out AC vector, that means what I'm going to get? C minus A, 1 minus 2, that means minus I cap. This minus this one, that is minus 2 J cap. Clear, please tell me yes or no, understand or not? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now what we can say that if they are parallel, that means their corresponding values are proportionate. That means we can say like p minus 2 by minus 1, that is equal to 6 by minus 4. Now can you able to solve this one by yourself? Yes, obviously, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And this is how you are going to get the value of p, that is equal to 7 by 2. Everybody, please tell me whether you have understood these things or not. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
and that is very, very, very easy. Very easy.
Done, sir.
Done, everybody. Very good. So this is perfectly done. Okay. So we are also done with our first things, but after that also we can show you a few more things, that is called the definitions. A bit definitions, which is very much important only for your knowledge. Okay, so like write it down, the co-initial vector. Okay, that much concept is understandable, everyone? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So this is called one kind of concepts. So now the next one is that here in the collinear vectors, we are going to come another one concept, which is called the collinearity with non-collinear points, so non-collinear vectors. So what does that mean actually? We will come to that one also. But for the time being, don't worry about this one. So hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So you can write it down one concept over here in terms of the collinearities is that, if please write it down. If very star point, this is very important. If A vector and B vector are two non-zero vector. If A vectors and B vectors are two non-zero, non-collinear, non-zero, non-collinear vector, such that x into A vector plus y into B vector equal to 0, that implies x is equal to y equal to 0. I will going to give you a very fantastic questions from this, and this is bit challenging, and this is also asked in previous year IT also. So I'm going to give you the one very interesting question from this particular categories. Don't worry, please write it down this one first of all. Hello. Your fees are equation. অলপ মই 11:45 মানত গৈ পাম। ক'লে হ'ল যে 12টা বজাত আহিব। তথাপি কৈ দিয়ক এটা 12টা বজাত। Can you able to see, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please write it down. Please write it down. This one. Is the writing is over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please write it down one concept. Very from girls side, is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please try to understand. Okay. Now listen carefully. And this concept is very crucial. Please write it down. If A vector and B vector are non-collinear vector, are non-collinear vector. Non-collinear vectors. Then find the value of x. Then find the value of x for which the vectors alpha vector that is equal to x minus 2 into a vector plus b vector and beta vector that is equal to 3 plus twice x into a vector minus twice b vector are collinear. There are two basically concepts merged in this particular question. First of all, please write it down, then I will come to that question. Okay, I'll come to that question. There are two concepts basically merged in this particular question. Is the writing is over? The question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so listen, while we are finding out the answer at that moment, you should understand here, basically they are saying two concepts. One, they are saying that a vector and b vector, they are non-collinear. That means what does it mean? Here, what does it mean is that x into a vector plus y into b vector, that is equal to 0. That means x equal to y equal to 0. This is one thing they have said. Right or wrong? Yes or no? Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
And here, when they are saying that collinear, that means alpha vector that is equal to lambda times beta vector. This is also understandable because they are saying that collinear. That means alpha vector that is equal to lambda times beta vector. Yes, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So first of all, let's find it out from here. This is very clever. The question is that, say, they are saying these are collinear. That means alpha is parallel to beta vector. That means we can say that alpha vector is equal to lambda times beta vector. Are you understand these things? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good. Next, what I'll write like is that alpha is what? This one, x minus 2 into a vector plus b vector. That is equal to lambda times 3 plus twice x into a vector minus twice b vector. Is it clear? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I take it out the coefficient of a vector over in this left hand side, I'm going to get x minus 2, and this one comes like minus lambda into 3 plus twice x into a vector. And if I consider these things over here, is that we can write like 1 plus 2 lambda b vector is equal to 0. Clear? Clear? Please tell me yes. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully. How do I going to find it out? How do I going to find it out the value of x? Because x, it is understandable when we can able to find out the value of lambda. Now you can see that. See, it is in the format of this one, right or wrong? This is in the format of this one, right or wrong? We can consider this is as holding as x. Oh, don't get confused about d6 and d6. You can consider here anything. Yes or no? You can consider here this is P and Q also. If I consider P and Q, that means P and Q equal to 0. Understand? Understand? Clear or not? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now listen carefully. So what we have understood is that this whole part, that is if I consider as P, that means this is equal to 0 and this is equal to 0. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And if I make it up, this is equal to 0, what values we have got for lambda? Please tell me. Lambda equal to minus half. Lambda equal to minus half. Is it right or wrong? Yes or no? Please tell me. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now this is equal to 0 means x minus 2 minus lambda into 3 plus twice x is equal to 0. Now what I'm going to do is that instead of the value of lambda, I'm going to plot it at minus half. Clear, my dear? Clear, my dear? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And this is how we will going to get the value of x. Minus lambda half 1/4. X I should get as 1/4. Clear? Clear? Clear, my dear? Everybody, please tell me whether you have understood these concepts or not. See, this is basically two concepts marked in this particular question. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good, very good, very good. Chalo, thank you. Thank you. Please write it down. I can hear only some voices only, not all voices. I can hear only some voices, few voices I can hear. I hope that other students also understandable. Yes or no, my dear? You guys are our assets, okay? If you make result, then only we will feel good. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's why be professional with your like preparations and all. And one thing is very important is that the confidence. Okay, just keep building up your confidence. Okay, please keep building up your confidence. Always have faith that yes, you can do it. You can do it. And JEE is very easy. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Advance is bit challenging. JEE means is to ऐसे ही निकल जाएगा. It's like that. Seriously, I'm telling you. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, hello, my dear students. This is the end of the today's class, and hope you guys understand. Please go through the notes and also go through few questions. First of all, please take it out your textbook or anything, whatever you want to do is that. Okay, you can go through anything. Okay, any of the books, any of the things. Just please go through whatever I have discussed. Please go through. Okay, okay, my dear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have faith, my dears. Okay, chalo. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye
sir.
bye. Take care.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you everyone. Thank you. Chalo.